It was at this point during the service of Thanksgiving at St Paul's Cathedral that truly made the ex-royal, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, really see red. But what was it? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of a blisteringly warm London already this morning. I hope you're keeping well. Thank you as ever for all your kind comments. Welcome on and all brand new subscribers. And yes, by the way, I just wanted to touch on that terrible story I saw yesterday regarding, of course, the brilliant Prince Louis. Didn't he charm us all at the Platinum Jubilee? I loved his antics. I think any 4-year-old that doesn't misbehave, really, there's something wrong, isn't there? I mean, when I speak to my lovely mum, she tells me often how badly behaved I was and what she had to do to control me. I think when you look at things like that, you kind of think, well, it just makes them more real, doesn't it? More relatable. Now, an alleged royal biographer and former gossip writer put out a terrible tweet basically slamming the behaviour of Prince Louis at the Platinum Jubilee pageant and concert and stuff like that. Ridiculous, you know? I mean, children are children. Now, thankfully, they did delete it, so they saw the light. But really, just to put that out there, to actually publicly shame a 4-year-old just says a lot about really their character and how deplorable they are. I mean, really? You want to do something like that? If you don't like it, simply don't mention it. You know, you don't have to be that negative. A child can't answer back. I don't know about you, but I love Prince Louis. I think along with him and Paddington, he stole the show. Back as ever though to your breaking roll story of the day. As we know here on the show, Meghan and Harry decided to come back and they thought it was going to be a spectacular event. Things went wrong, booing at the cathedral, disappearing. Then of course the pop-up picture of Lilibet and you know, that kind of shocked us all. Again, some might say, why now? But we'll come back to that later. We have some info on that for you, but we'll bring that as and when it develops. This particular story really all centres upon though why Harry and Meghan decided to make, as they used to say, such a sharp exit. And it's interesting, isn't it, because this was time for reconciliation, but not really for the royals. I mean, they were mega busy. It was chock-a-block when you think about it for the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Even the Queen managed to come back out again looking brilliant in green. Didn't we all love it when she made another appearance on the balcony? You know, it's interesting. I thought she was truly moved, not one much to show her emotion, but I think at this particular moment she really realised just how much the world is grateful, thankful, and truly does love her for everything that she's done for us in the last 70 years. But it was this particular moment that set Harry and Meghan, according to a very good source and as ever, allegedly off. You will recall Prince Charles entering the cathedral and slowly walking down and blowing a kiss to, of course, the beautiful Duchess of Cambridge, Catherine, who looked absolutely stunning. And as I've said before, in the fairness of impartiality, I did think Miss Markle looked rather good herself in Dior, you know, very movie star looks, very Ava Gardner. But it was that, apparently, that blowing of the kiss which signified exactly where she felt she was in the spectrum of things, you know. If there was anything to signify just who in her mind was top dog, then it certainly wasn't her. Now, what allegedly happened on the way back in the car was an almighty, well, shall we say, rumpus, because of course they look straight on their phones, they look to see how they've come out, and more importantly, people are feeding their ego, their very expensive publicity and PR teams back in California. So really, you know, when you think about it, an innocent blowing of a kiss to a much-loved family member from, of course, His Royal Highness Prince Charles seemingly set off yet another rocket in the relationship between Meghan and Harry and, of course, his once close family. Can another kiss repair it? As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of very blistering London today.